All right, let's dive in. Today, we're looking at something pretty cool from Chapter 7 of the book Sovereign Intelligence, how we can actually use AI to feel healthier and happier. We're talking about moving past those basic tracking apps and finding a way for technology to become a real partner, helping us feel more present and, more in control of our lives.
So, does this sound familiar? You've got this long to-do list, and somewhere on it is self-care. You know you should meditate or go for that walk, but it just feels like one more thing to check off. For so many of us, whether you're a busy parent, an artist juggling deadlines, or a retiree just trying to stay active, self-care can feel like this wellness treadmill. It's always reactive, happening only after you're already burned out. And worse, you can end up feeling guilty when you miss a day.
And that really gets to the heart of the problem with most of our current tools. See, most wellness apps are basically a rearview mirror. They're great at telling you what you've already done, how many steps you took, how you slept last night. It's all reactive. But what if we had a tool that acted more like a gentle guide, one that could look ahead with us and support the person we're trying to become? This is where the thinking really shifts, and it's a big idea from the source material. We're moving away from just tracking data and moving toward a genuine partnership with our technology. And listen, this isn't about replacing your own intuition or gut feelings. Not at all. It's about having a supportive ally that just helps you stay consistent on the days you need it most.
This new idea is called the Proactive Guardian, and the keywords here are really important: gentle, consistent, and support. This is not a drill sergeant barking orders at you. The whole point is to have an AI that over time starts to notice your patterns. Maybe it sees you feel way more focused on days when you take a quick 15-minute walk, so it just offers these quiet, personalized nudges to help you build habits that actually stick. Now, it's super important to say this. This is a support system, and it is never a replacement for a doctor or a therapist.
When you see it side by side like this, the difference is just crystal clear. The old way is stuck looking at the past, the new way looks ahead to your goals. The old way is one size fits all, but the new way is totally personalized to your life, whether you're working night shifts or raising kids. And I think this is the biggest thing. It changes the entire feeling from a chore that makes you feel guilty to a partner that just gently encourages you.
So why is this such a big deal? Why does it matter? Well, because real personal sovereignty isn't just about your schedule or your finances, it's about your energy. Think about it. When you have a proactive system quietly supporting you in the background, it frees up so much mental and emotional space. You're not constantly stressing about if you're doing enough for your health. And all that energy, it can go right back to what really matters: your family, your art, or just being truly present in the moment.
Okay, so the big idea is pretty compelling. But how do we actually do it? Let's get practical. Now we're going to jump into the Sovereign Blueprint, a really simple step-by-step guide from the book that literally anyone can use to build their very own proactive wellness guardian.
So the book recommends a little stack of tools that all work together. And don't worry, you don't have to be a tech wizard for this. It all starts with something like Blackbox AI, where you have the conversation in plain English. Then you could take the text it gives you and pop it into a tool like ElevenLabs to create a calming audio recording. Go High Level can automate reminders for you, and other tools like LearnWorlds or CapCut can help you organize everything, or even make little motivational videos for yourself. They all just connect.
You know, the word prompting can sound a little technical and intimidating, but it's really not. All it means is having a clear, intentional conversation with your AI. You're not writing code. You're just being the director, telling your very helpful assistant exactly what kind of support you're looking for. It's that simple.
And check this out. This is a perfect example from the book that you can literally copy and paste. The magic is in those little brackets. That's where you make it yours. You could change it to say, I am a single parent with a focus on getting better sleep, or maybe I am a recent graduate with a focus on building a consistent morning routine. You get to define the role, your situation, and exactly what you want back.
So we've got the concept and we've got the prompt. Now let's walk through how this would actually look on a typical day. This is where it stops being an idea and starts becoming a real, tangible part of your routine.
The workflow itself is super simple. First, you just paste your prompt into an AI tool. Within seconds, it generates your personalized daily briefing. Then, and this is my favorite part, you can copy that text and put it into a voice AI like ElevenLabs. And just like that, you have your own custom 2-minute audio briefing. You can listen to it while you're making coffee in the morning or as you're winding down at night. It becomes this little moment of calm that was designed just for you.
And once you start doing this, the AI stops feeling like some complicated tool and really starts to feel like an ally. It's working for you in the background, helping you build that consistency that leads to real long-term well-being.
This is the absolute heart of what the book calls sovereign intelligence, using these incredible technologies to design a life of genuine freedom.
Okay, but of course, whenever we're talking about a powerful tool, especially one that touches on our health, we have to talk about being safe and responsible. This is never about handing over control. It's about making sure you stay firmly in the driver's seat. So, let's go over the sovereign guardrails. This first one is absolutely the most important one. An AI is a supportive tool, but it is never a doctor or a therapist. Ever. For any real medical advice, you have to talk to a qualified professional. It's also so important to protect your privacy. Be mindful of what health data you share. And always remember, the goal here is to use AI to free up mental space, not to replace your own intuition. You are always in control.
This quote from the chapter just says it all, doesn't it? This whole blueprint, this whole process, it isn't about optimizing your life like you're some kind of machine. The real goal is just to feel more alive, more balanced, and more in tune with yourself. The technology is just a bridge to get to that very human place.
So, where do you even start? After taking all this in, the most important thing is to take one tiny, totally achievable step. The book makes it really clear that this whole journey doesn't begin with mastering a bunch of new tools. It starts with one single, simple action.
And here it is. This is your first step.
Sometime today, just try writing one prompt. Grab that template we looked at a minute ago and just fill in the blanks for your own life. You don't even have to put it into an AI yet. Just the act of clearly defining what kind of support you'd like is a huge step toward a better relationship with your own well-being.
So we've laid a great foundation for our well-being. But as we start using these tools more and more in our lives, we have to understand the risks and know how to protect ourselves. In our next explainer, we're diving straight into Chapter 8, Ethics, Risks, and Staying Safe, where we'll learn how to build your own personal digital fortress. You are not going to want to miss that.